We have a Menakwe Mohan with a mic that is on. If you would please turn it off. And here we go. I am B. Coleman, and I am not a homeopath. I just love all things natural medicine. Today we are discussing osteoporosis. I'm sorry, osteoarthritis. And every time we do a subject, I learn a little something about the subject itself. In any case, we're going to start with a Banerjee protocol for osteoarthritis. And I got this one. It is Banerjee, but it is by way of Joette Calabrese. You take Symphytum 200C at the same time with Rust Tox 30C, and that is twice a day. Now, for some, if that is not quite acting for you, then you can replace the Rust Tox 30. Instead of that, you would use Rutagrov 200C, again with the Symphytum twice a day. Now, my daughter had 3 pregnancies, and she had arthritic pain during one of the 3 pregnancies. I want to say it was the second one. And 27 months later, the pain was still persisting. This was the first time I heard of it. And I told her that it sounded like arthritis, which basically does run in my family on my mother's side. She started this protocol with Rust Tox, and literally by the end of the second day, she was out of pretty much all of her pain. Now, I'm sure this is not going to act as fast for everybody that tries it, but this was her experience. She did not stop at that point. She continued until she muscle tested negative for the remedies. I don't remember exactly how long she went, but it was several months. She has not been revisited by any arthritis issues since that. Now, this next one was a comment in the group Banerjee protocol users by someone named Mohammed Ishaq Afridi. And it's for osteoarthritis with knee pain. And it goes as follows. Syphilinium 1M. Syphilinium, Syphilinium. Syphilinium 1M once a week. And let's see, Calc Fluor 6X twice a day, and Bryonia 30C twice a day. Those are all taken separately. And that's all I have as far as protocols. I do have, of course, I always try to look for in the rate charts, for those of you that have remedy makers, for rates that you can use for this sort of thing as well. So the first one is in the Yvonne Combe, C-O-M-B-E, Yvonne Combe rate chart. There's a remedy called osteoarthritis, but it is spelled as 2 different words, osteo and arthritis. So if you spell it as one, it won't come up. The base rate, it's a base 10 rate, and the rate is 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. That's 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. And as always, no potencies or dosage frequencies are provided, so you will have to kind of muscle test to figure out what works best for you. Also, in that same Yvonne Combe rate chart, there is a remedy called osteoarthritic noso. I imagine, Ms. Mohan, would you please turn off your mic, please? Menakwe Mohan, please turn off your mic. So this next one again is in the Yvonne Combe rate chart, and it is called osteoarthritic Next word, arthritic. Next word, nosode. It is a base 10, and the rate is 1, 2, 5, 8, and 10. Notice that I said 10, not 1 and 0. So put your dial on the number 10, not on a 1 and a 0. Again, no potency or frequency of dosing, so you will have to muscle test. Again, in the Yvonne Combe rate chart, there is a remedy called Eliminate Arthritis, 2 words, all types. Eliminate Arthritis, all types. The base 10 rate is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. So there are 4 1s, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then a 2. Again, no potency or frequency of dosage. Now, for those of you that have the book entitled Soham's Theories of Natural Healing, Volume 3, this is a book that contains a lot of the Narayani and Soham remedies or combos in many cases. And it is volume 3. At page 35, there is a rate provided for. It's called mix number 25. It is also called rheumatics and arthritis 200. So this will be in a 200 potency when you make it. I went online to find out what exactly is the meaning of rheumatics. And I learned that rheumatic disease is an umbrella term that refers to arthritis and other conditions that affect the joints, tendons, ligaments, bones, and muscles. Now, osteoarthritis, or regular arthritis, refers to disorders that mainly affect the joints. So, arthritis for the joints, but rheumatics is generally a bunch of possible different diseases that affect the joints and other parts of the body. It is explained in the book that any rheumatic or arthritic pain is caused by excess acidity in the body. That was new for me. But acidity is not the real cause. The deeper underlying cause, or what makes the body produce the excess acid, is a theory that the mind, our mind, is the underlying cause. So, for example, you would say the mind, you could argue that the cause is overeating, but this too is due to the state of the mind. So yes, overeating or eating all the wrong foods is causing you acidity, but what's causing your tendency to eat in that fashion? And that is the mind. You might also say, well, the cause is tension, yet this too is a state of mind. And finally, to give the example of constipation, that it may be a possible cause with inflammation. And yet again, this health issue is often referred to as a state of mind. The mind is tense or rigid or possessive. It reacts, or this reacts on the muscles, hence a difficulty in passing stool. The mind is tense or rigid, and again, you have difficulty passing the stool. In any case, the base 10 rate for this remedy, which again is called rheumatics and arthritis 200, is 3, 4, 5, 6. The rate is 34.56. And you would set the potency dials for the 200C potency. And they also mentioned that, by the way, this also works for gout, sciatica, and inflammations. The dosage is 6 times a day if there is very much pain. Otherwise, it is 3 times a day over a long period. So this is not an easy fix. It's going to be a prolonged period. So you'll do 3 times a day for a prolonged period, then 2 times a day for a prolonged period. And you know, as you continue to improve, you will eventually go to 1 time a day, and eventually you will be done. Be advised that this remedy addresses the symptoms. This does not cure. So use it while you are using other protocols to actually cure your arthritis. In the same Soham series book, at page 177, is mixture number 34, and it is called Rheumatism and Arthritis 30, 30 being the potency. It includes the above mixed 25 that I just discussed, along with several other remedies. The base 10 rate is 8, 8, 9, 10. Again, that last number is a 10. It is not a 1 and a 0. The dosage is 3 times a day. And now this one does not say that it is not to have a permanent resolution, and therefore I assume that that is exactly what that is for. That is all that I have today. Does anybody have any questions?
B, could you go back to the Banerjee user group and repeat those remedies, please?
Yes. Symphytum 200 with Rustox 30. That is one version. If that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, the last one before you went into the rates. You said it came from the Banerjee user group.
Oh, hold on. Yes, this one is for osteoarthritis with knee pain. And you have Syphilinium, Syphilinium, Syphilinium 1M, once a week. Calc Floor, 6X, twice a day. Bryonia, 30 seeds, and that one is also twice a day. These are all taken separately.
Okay, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Any other questions? If there are no further questions, then I will pass you on to Ahava McLaughlin. And as always, we look forward to what she has to enlighten us with. Go ahead, Ahava.
Hi, B. Thank you so much for those details. What's the name of the book that you were talking about?
Soham series. Hold on, let me find it real quick.
Maybe I'm not hearing like the vowels or something. What could maybe write it in the chat?
Okay, I will do that, and in the meantime, I will let you go on. I'll go ahead and type it in.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna get started here. Okay. All right, amazing. Oh, my other, okay, 1 second. My other camera's not. 1 second, I apologize. I realized this camera was turned on. Okay, apologize about that. Okay, here we are. Okay, so thank you so much, B. All right, I'm going to write that down. Soham Series of Natural Healing, Volume 3. Amazing. I'm going to look into that. Sounds interesting. Okay, so I'm Ahava McLaughlin. I am a traditional naturopath, South Florida. And I'm going to, Dr. Imran has asked me to speak from a naturopathic perspective, and we will hear from him with all his wonderful homeopathic protocols and different single remedies that help with arthritis, osteoarthritis. So I actually, you know, as B mentioned, arthritis is one of those things where it is inflammation of the body, right? But what is causing the inflammation? Why is the inflammation there? What's going on exactly? And truthfully, there could be so many reasons why this is happening. It could be something quote unquote simple, but like you said, the mind can make it more complicated. But simple as in correcting your diet, drinking more water. And then when things get a little bit more complicated, like where there's an autoimmunity, which just means your body is like going a little haywire and not recognizing the things that it's supposed to be doing. And another thing, which obviously means that you're getting into deeper stages of acidosis. And then another one that is a really big cause of arthritis is Lyme disease, and co-infections, mycoplasma. I'll give you an example. I had a client who definitely had deformation of the fingers at this point when she came to me. She was had a lot of pain and was on biologics, and she really wanted to get off of it, and we wanted to find what the root cause is. So we knew she had diagnosed Borrelia as well as mycoplasma from blood work. So I started her on SSR kit from Des Bio, which addresses pathogen removal, and it goes up and down the series with the nose. So it's going up in potency for about a month every third day. And then we go down the series to train the immune system to recognize it and then like work its way out. So when we did the Borrelia series, it definitely helped with the arthritis in general, as well as a bunch of other issues that she was having. But it wasn't until we addressed the mycoplasma that she really started to see a difference in her markers, her inflammation markers, and the blood work calmed down. And she also had less pain in her fingers. Now, the damage that was already done, I'm not sure that we could really undo 100%, but she definitely was feeling a lot better after we did the mycoplasma. So taking into consideration pathogens, like mycoplasma, spirochetes, those like to go into the hands and the tissues and the joints. And so we should not overlook that. So sometimes it's, it's a pathogenic issue. There's a book that I really enjoy. It's called The Ultimate Healing System. Oh, let me see. There it is. And it is by Donald Lepore. It's a very popular naturopathic book that we used to study. And I thought I was reading up on it just to prepare for today, and it really it was really nice. So I'm going to read some of this to you because it comes from a different perspective. So osteoarthritis, this is on page 268 of the book. Osteoarthritis is usually a degeneration of the bones, which could be corrected by the administration of non-allergenic source of calcium, such as bone meal. We have also found oyster calcium to be satisfactory. Many nutritionists use calcium lactate, which is a form of milk source and not absorbable. Bone meal has a natural balance of phosphorus and calcium. When there is a degeneration of phosphorus in the body and a tremendous abundance of calcium, you're going to have calcium oozing through the joints, which can cause a rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis. When the bones start to knit together, you will get a stiffness in the joints. This is caused by many things, but one of them is caused by lack of phosphorus. So he's approaching this from a nutrient perspective. Why is there a lack of phosphorus when it's so abundant in eggs, for example? There's been a scare about egg consumption and high cholesterol, therefore leading to heart disease, which is not true. In each egg, there is 14% more lecithin, which neutralizes the existence of cholesterol, making this whole theory false. Eggs have phosphorus and are good for you. One of the reasons for the depletion of phosphorus is the use of refined sugars in our foods. When the refined sugar is ingested, it enters the bloodstream through the saliva glands and not through the stomach. So if you eat a little candy, it does not attack the teeth externally as we are led to believe by the dentist. Instead, it enters through our bloodstream, directly through the saliva glands and burns up the phosphorus there. This is why many diabetics with high blood sugar levels will end up with arthritic pain and brittle teeth. The reason for this is that they are burning up the phosphorus, which is the enamel of the teeth. If there's not enough of the nutrient phosphorus in the body, it is not able to rebuild the enamel on the teeth. So a reduction of sugar in the body will help phosphorus levels accumulate to better density, therefore helping the bones and tooth enamel become stronger. Phosphorus is the outer bone and calcium is the inner bone. A lack of phosphorus will cause softer bones. Okay, so he goes into more nutrients and how they interact with phosphorus and calcium, which is a very interesting read. I'll read here that he believes that it can be cured instantaneously within days because it's not really a condition, but an allergy. So it's usually caused by lack of sodium and or potassium. Pains on the left side of the body are caused by lack of sodium. I'll repeat, pains on the left side of the body are caused by a lack of sodium, while pains on the right side would indicate a lack of potassium. One of the best sources of sodium is spirulina, and other sources of sodium are celery, watercress, Irish moss, and dulse. And the best sources of potassium are bee pollen, the herb burdock root, and alfalfa. We have found that alfalfa contains 2 parts potassium and 1 part sodium. Therefore, it can be utilized as a tremendous aid in the reduction of rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis, which he is saying is really a sodium potassium deficiency. He says once you apply these electrolytes to the body, the arthritis will disappear. And the one causation of rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, sometimes heavy metals or impurities in the muscle tissues caused by toxemia. So, okay, fine. He gets into more supplements and different minerals that interact with each other. Okay, fine. But I thought that was really interesting just to give like a little introduction on that. Some things that I like to use, you can use hot and cold therapy for acute relief, meaning you're sticking the limb or whatever into really hot water, like over 105 degrees for like a couple minutes, and then you switch it over to cold water between 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and you go back and forth like 7 times, and that can help reduce the pain and swelling. Other thing that you can do is a poultice for swollen joints, 2 tablespoons of mullein, 3 tablespoons of granulated slippery elm bark, 1 tablespoon of lobelia, which relaxes muscles, and a small teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now, cayenne pepper, this brings heat to the area, which causes the body to have to react and bring in blood supply, right? And bring in activation of the blood and in the immune system. So let's see here. I'm going to put this here in the chat. And then, so you add these together and then you mix, okay, and then you mix with enough boiling water to make into a paste. I'm going to put this here in the chat, sorry. And then spread a layer. Okay, and then spread a layer on the cloth and apply to the area. There we are. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so that's one thing. So we spoke about potassium is on the right side of the body where there is pain, and sodium lack thereof is on the left side. Oh, it's asking me confirm language. Hold on. I'm not speaking Hindi. Maybe I may where is there's no English. Here it is. Okay. Okay. And then okay, sodium lack thereof is on the left side of the body. Okay. So that's another note there. Did I bring in anything else? Okay, alfalfa. Alfalfa also contains 2 parts potassium and 1 part sodium. So that is also a great remedy there. And I will say sodium containing, I guess I'll just put herbs, is spirulina. I'm writing this again. I'm writing it in the chat. Spirulina. Celery juice is amazing for sodium. Watercress, Irish moss, and dulse. And then potassium herbs are bee pollen and alfalfa and burdock root. Some other things that I like to use are turmeric, resveratrol, resveratrol, resveratrol with curcumin. And yeah, that's another one. And let's see, anything else? Obviously fixing the diet, making sure that you're not having a lot of excess of sugar, because it is basically acidosis waste. And this ties all into the liver and what it can do, and the phase 1 and phase 2 of detoxification that I spoke about last time, I believe a couple weeks ago. Okay, any other questions? No, I should say any questions for myself? I'm so sorry. 1 second, please. Thank you. Any questions for me? And before I turn it over to Dr. Imran? Okay. I don't see anything in the chat yet. Okay. All right, so then I will turn it over to Dr. Imran. Thank you so much. He is a master homeopath from Pakistan, and we look forward to hearing all the remedies that he'll share with us today. Dr. Imran, are you there?
Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Here is Dr. Imran from Pakistan. Today our topic is osteoarthritis and arthritis. So first I want to talk about first remedy is bryonia. Bryonia is one of great help in treatment of osteoarthritis of knee joint, where the pain in the knee joint gets worse by walking, and the patient feels better by taking absolute rest. The pain is accompanied by stiffness and swelling in knee. The patient of osteoarthritis who complain of pain in knee joint on using these stairs to go up can greatly benefit by natural remedy. Bryonia alba is natural homeopathy remedy for osteoarthritis. So we are use bryonia in mother tincture, bryonia in 1x, bryonia in 2x, bryonia 3C, bryonia 6C, bryonia 30C, and bryonia in 200C according to the patient condition. Next remedy is causticum. Causticum is yet another natural homeopathic remedy for treating knee joint arthritis, where the knee pains are associated with much stiffness and cracking in the knee joint. where the knee pain gets better by applying heat and get rose by to cold air. Causticum is the ideal homeopathic remedy. So we are use causticum in 30C, causticum in 200C, causticum in 1 m, and causticum in 10 m according to the patient condition. Next remedy is sulfur. Sulfur is natural remedy for patients who complain of excessive heat in the feet along with the knee pain. So we are use sulfur in 30C, sulfur in 200C, and sulfur in 1 m according to the patient condition. So next I want to talk about osteoarthritis of hip joint. First remedy is colocynthis, Colcynthis. Colocynthis is one of great homeopathic remedy of hip joint osteoarthritis, where the pain in hip is of cramping type and gets better by applying pressure. When the pain in hip joint increase by motion, standing and stopping, colocynthis is again the natural remedy you should turn to. So we are use colocynthis in 3C, in 6C, in 30C, in 200C, and in 1 m according to the patient condition. Next remedy is Rustox. Rustox is an excellent homeopathic remedy for the treatment of hip joint osteoarthritis, where the patient experience pain in hip joint on going up the stairs or sitting down. Rustox is also the best natural remedy for stiffness and pain in the hip joint on getting up from the sitting position, and when the patient gets a relief walking or by hot application of heating, pain in the hip joint on getting up from a sitting position, and when the patient gets a relief by walking or by through application of heating the affected joint. So we are used this remedy in 30C and in 200C and in 1 m, 10 m, 50 m according to the patient condition. Next remedy is Pulsatilla nigra. Pulsatilla is another very helpful natural remedy for hip joint osteoarthritis patient who complain of pain in hip joint as if it is dislocated and who feel better when in motion. Patients who complain of shifting of pain from one joint to another with much restlessness can also benefit with natural remedy Pulsatilla nigra. We are use Pulsatilla nigra in 3C, in 6C, in 30C, and in 200C, and in 1 m according to the patient condition. Next, I want to talk osteoarthritis of finger joints. First remedy is Antimonium crodum. Antium crodum is the best natural medicine for pain in finger joint in a patient suffering from osteoarthritis. The patient who complained of pain in finger joint, which get rose in cold weather or by washing hands in cold water, and feel better by applying something warm on the finger, can also benefit with natural remedy. Antimonium crodum is also good result in patient of osteoarthritis in whom the pain in finger joint alternates with stomach complaints and thick white coated tongue. So we are use Antimonium crodum in 3C, 6C, 30C and 200C according to the patient condition. So next I want to talk about benzic acid. Acid bens or benzic acid. BENZOICACDI. Benzic acid is also natural remedy of great help for osteoarthritis, finger joints, where the pain in finger is associated with cracking sound on moving. So we are used this remedy in 3C, in 6C, in 30C, and in 200C according to the patient condition.
Dr. Imran, what is the name of this remedy? I'm not getting it for some reason.
Benzic acid, BENZOIC, benzic ACID, benzic acid. Next remedy is Calcarea floor, CALCAREAFLOURICA. On the other hand, is the ideal natural remedy for osteoarthritis of finger joint, where nodes of stony hard character have formed on finger joint. This reducing the So we are use Calcarea floor in 3x, Calcarea floor in 6x, Calcarea floor in 30C and in 200C according to the patient condition. Next, I want to talk about next remedy is Calcarea carb. Swelling and pain that is rose when getting up from a seated position. The joint feel cold and painful. So we are use Calcarea carb in 30C, Calcarea carb in 200C, Calcarea carb in 1M according to the patient condition. So next remedy is Ruta. Pain and stiffness in joints from overuse or bruises, feeling of spraining or cramps in the affected joint, pains aggravate with rest and elevated with motion. We are use Ruta in mother tincture, Ruta in 30C, Ruta in 200C, and Ruta in 1M according to the patient condition. So next remedy is Arnica, ARNICA, Arnica. Joint pains and stiffness following an injury or excessive use of joints, sore and brusted tension in the joints, avoid touch or pressure, and soothe with gentle handling or movement. So we are use Arnica in mother tincture, Arnica in 1X, Arnica in 3C, Arnica in 6C, Arnica in 12C, Arnica 30C, and Arnica 200C according to the patient's condition. So next, I want to talk some remedies for arthritis, gout, and rheumatism. So first remedy is Cassia spora. Cassiaspora. Cassia spora. Pain knee joints, rose by movements, better entitle movements, continuous pain in joints, rose while rising, from seat pain in heels, rose by movements. We are used Cassiaspora in 30C and in 200C according to the patient condition. Next remedy is Aconite. Acute attack of gout, of joints, of the feet pain with bright red swelling. I repeat again, acute attack of gout, of joints of the feet, pain with bright red swelling. So we are use Aconite 200 every 2 hours, one dose. So next remedy is Bryonia. Bryonia pain with inflammation rose by movements. So we are use Bryonia in 200 3 times a day. So next remedy is Rustox. Complaints rose after rest and experience to cold better by movements. So we are use Rustox 200C every 4 hours, one dose. Next remedy is Colophyllum. Caulophyllum. Colophyllum. Complaints rose during menstruation, beginning at the time of menopause, more in hands and feet. So we are use Colophyllum 30C every 4 hours, one dose. So next remedy is Medorinum. Medorinum. When the origin of complaints is gonorrheal, rose during the daytime. So we are use Medorinum 1 ml every 15 days, one dose. So next remedy is tuberculinum. When the origin of complaints is tubercular, so tuberculinum 1 ml every 15 days, one dose. Next remedy is colchicum. Complaints of small joints when red or pale swelling, tenderness and shifting pains rose by motion. Main remedy for gout during cold weather. So we are use colchicum 330C 3 times a day. So next remedy is Calcarea carb. When Restox is to work, pain is rose in cold damp weather and better by movements. We are use Calcarea carb 30C or 200C 3 times a day. Next remedy is Antimonium crodum. Nodositis in the joints with gastric complaints, at least nodules become painless, rheumatoid arthritis, tongue whitish, thickly coated. So we are use antimonium chloride 30C 3 times a day. Next remedy is Drosera. Complaints of ankles and feet stiffness. So Drosera 200C every third day, 1 dose. Next remedy is causticum. Complain of long bones. Causticum 30C 3 times a day. So next remedy is semicifuga. Pain rose at night in wet weather, rheumatism of large muscles. So we are use semicifuga 30C 3 times a day. Next remedy is natrum sul. Rheumatism rose in damp cold weather, gout pain in limbs and hip joints. So we are use natrum sul 30C 3 times a day. Next remedy is calmia. Pain travels downwards, affecting the large part of the limb and passes through quickly along the course of nerve. So we are use calmia every 6 hours, 1 dose. Next remedy is pulsatilla nigra. Pain rose during rest, night and warmth better by cold, open air and movements. We are use pulsatilla nigra 30C 3 times a day. So next remedy is arnica. Pain, violent burst, or if sprained cannot bear touch, feel somebody coming near him may hit the affected part. So we are use arnica in 200C 3 times a day. Next remedy is
Dr.
ledum
Imran,
pal.
Dr. Imran, when you mentioned Calmia, you did not give us a potency. You only said every 6 hours. What is the potency for Calmia?
Calmia, Calmia 30C.
30 C.
Every 6 hours, 1 dose.
Thank you.
So next remedy is arnica. Pain, violent burst, or if his sprain cannot bear touch, feel somebody coming near him may hit the affected part. So we are use arnica 200C 3 times a day. Next remedy is ledum pal. Gout of great toe and joints with swelling, soreness, and drawing pain on stepping, rose in warmth, pressure, and by motion pain travels upwards, better cold compresses. So we are use ledum pal every 6 hours, 1 dose. Next remedy is guaiacum, Guaiacum, guaiacum. Gouty nodositis of joints, tearing, pain, and contraction of the muscles. So we are use guaiacum 30C 3 times a day. Next remedy is ammonium phos. Next remedy is ammonium phos. Chronic nodositis of the joints, hands twisted out of shape due to deposits of water of soda. So we are use ammonium phos 30C 3 times a day. Next remedy is acid bends. Gouty complains with offensive urine. So we are use acid bends 30C 3 times a day. Next remedy is lycopodium. When there is a red sand in urine is gouty patients. When there is a red sand in urine in gouty patients. So we are use lycopodium 30C 3 times a day. Next remedy is Artica urinis. Urticaurinus. Artica urinis. Almost as specific for gout to drain out uric acid and uric acid. We are use Artica urinis in mother tincture 3 times a day. 8 to 10 drops 3 times a day in half cup of water. Next remedy is picric acid. PICRICACID. Picric acid. Arthritis, chronic rheumatitis, particular of fingers. We are use picric acid 30 3 times a day. Next remedy is abrotinum. ABROTANUM. Abrotinum. Rheumatic patients or arthritis after check diarrhea. We are use abrotinum 30 3 times a day. Next remedy is chamomilla. 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 Specific for pain with numbness. Pain, so nerve that patient says he would prefer death than the pain. I repeat again, specific for pain with numbness. Pain so severe that patient says he would prefer death than the pain. We are use chamomilla every 1 hour dose until pain gone. Next remedy is agaricus. 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 Pain appear as right arm and left leg with sensation of cold numbness and tingling. We are use agaricus 30 3 times a day. Next remedy is capsicum. 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 In weak persons, burning pain with chilliness feels better by heat while eating and rose in cold open air. We are use capsicum in 30 3 times a day. Next remedy is platina. 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 Unbearable pain and stiffness. We are use platina in 200 cc or platina in 1 m weekly 1 dose. Next remedy is phytolacca berry. Next remedy is phytolacca berry. Pain flies like electric shock. Pain flies like electric shocks due to exposure to damp cold weather, better warmth and rest. We are use phytolacca 30 or 200 3 times a day. Next remedy is CPR. Rheumatic patient rose after washing clothes during laundry work. So we are use CPR 30 or 200 3 times a day. Next remedy is ruta. Ruta pain is long bones, may be due to injury or rheumatism. We are use ruta 200 3 times a day. Next remedy is China. 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 Pain rose on slightness, touch specifically after loss of vital fluids like excessive bleeding, diarrhea, vomiting. So we are use China 30 3 times a day. Next remedy is Staphysagria. Next remedy is Staphysagria. Pain in the small joint of swelling back rose in the morning before rising. So we are use Staphysagria 200 every 6 hours 1 dose. So next remedy is Berberis vulgaris. BERBVULG. Berberis vulgaris. Pain heals better by putting most of the weight on them. So we are use Berberis in mother tincture 8 to 10 drops 3 times a day in half cup of water before half hour meal. Next remedy is iodium. 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 Rheumatic pain without swelling, pain joint rose at night. So we are use iodine 30C 3 times a day. Next and very important, osteoarthritis nosode. Osteoarthritis of large joint with degeneration pain, swelling, stiffness, and tenderness of joints, rose by motion, cracking joints, and cold better by warmth. Osteoarthritis nosode, OA nosode, 1 m, weekly 1 dose. Next, I want to talk about Nephilim. GNAPHALIUM, Nephilim. Chronic muscular rheumatism of back and neck, intense pain along the sciatica nerve, numbness alternates with pain. We are use Nephilim 200C 3 times a day. Next remedy is sulfur. Rheumatism accompanied with skin elements and itching, cannot walk. So we are use sulfur before breakfast, only 1 dose. So that is all what I have. So if anyone have a question, I'm here to answer.
What's the potency for sulfur?
Sulfur 200C, 1 dose before breakfast.
What was the potency for Ledum Pal?
Sorry, say again.
Ledum, what was the potency?
Leadum Pal 200C,
Okay.
3 times a day.
You had said every 6 hours on that one.
Leadum Pal every 4 hours. So it's mean 3 times a day.
Ah, okay, so it's not 6, it's
6 hours mean 6 hours mean twice a day. 4 hours mean 3 times a day.
Okay, but you had said 6, so is it every 6 hours or every 4 hours?
Leadum Pals every 4 hours.
It's 4 hours, okay.
So anyone have a question about this topic? So I'm here to answer.
Yes. What about like inflammation and feeling and pain by the neck and the vertebrae of the spine, the cervical area?
Say again, please. Your voice is breaking.
Yeah, sure. The like arthritis or feeling like in the spine area and the neck and the cervical area of the neck, like that leads into the shoulder.
Okay. If arthritis in back, then we are use Sulfitum 200C, Hypericum 200C. If in neck area, then we are use Calcarea Floor 6x 3 times a day and Argentum nitricum 30C 3 times a day. So anyone have another question?
What about for the foot down by the heel when they walk?
Leadum Pal 200C 3 times a day. Leadum Pal 200C 3 times a day.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. So anyone have another question? Okay, so I want to say thanks to everyone. Next Sunday, same time, we meet again here with new topic. And God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Imran.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.